I'm making this video hopefully to get some help from some people that are smart with Open LRSNG. I have used it for years before, having lots of problems now. I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. I'm using the configurator. This is going to make sense to a lot of people, and that's the people I'm looking to get some help from. I have used this for years and never had a problem, but I am with new equipment. I've got my FTDI set up here. I'm going to try to focus this. Well, anyway, I know it's incredibly important not to put more than 3 volts on the serial header, and I certainly have not done that. I've got 3.3 there. You can see from that unique pin. Most of you guys have used this stuff, you'll know. Got the ground, the transmit, receive, the DDR all hooked up. This is my orange receiver, and you can tell I got a solid red light there, and you can see things are successful there. So I'm going to leave the flash firmware here just to be safe. Not sure if that's required. I don't think it is, but I'm going to hit leave while I disconnect. I'm going to set the phone down while I hook up the transmitter. I don't have a really nice fancy scan to video all this, but I'll try to make it quick. Disconnecting the FTDI from the computer, pulling the pins off the RX. I'm going to be putting the pins on the transmitter. Making super sure they're on correctly. I know from the color coding the brown's a DDR, and the transmitter and receive go on next. The VCC goes on that 3-volt pin, and the ground goes on the end of the ground. So I know that this is correct. Sorry it's not in focus. Wish this camera would do that better. There it goes. And of course I'm going to slide it on the pins and the 9XR. That camera wants to lean the wrong way, but it does. So I'm going to carefully slide this on to make sure all the right pins are engaged to the right holes in the radio to the transmitter module. That looks good. Try to get this antenna so it's not terribly out of polarization. And now I am ready to go. The FTDI is going to go into the USB port on the computer, and got a solid red light there. I'm going to turn the radio on. Got one short blip light, and then on the red now a solid blue. Go here and flash. And let's see, go to the firmware flasher. And on the options here, I'm going to choose the the Hobby King UHF9 channel RX's TX. There, that's what I'm using here, and I apologize for it being upside down, but you guys will all know what this is. And hit flash firmware. And the configurator, connection to the module fails. Doggone, my 3-volt pin fell off. Sorry guys. I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to leave flashware to be safe. Disconnect the USB. Try to release some tension on that 3-volt. Let's get this a little closer. Reconnect. Make sure that pins that are off. All the other pins are off. So if you guys are still with me, if you are, I apologize. I got one solid light there on the bottom on the transmitter, and let's try this again. If you guys are sticking with me, I appreciate it. And I screwed up by not stopping to redo the TX setting. So here it goes. And again, down here to the bottom, the UHF 9XRX is a TX. And now we're going to try it again. Wow. Wow. Connection failed. No idea why. Everything looks like it should be. Ah, did I? No, here it goes on. Trying to get that to focus, in case you're wondering. In case you see something that's obvious. Those wires are all connected right. Obviously have the antenna on. The pins are all correct. Don't know if I can get that to focus. I don't know. Stumped. I'm going to try it one more time. Not that it should make a difference, but who knows. Crossing my fingers. This is not normally where I have my problems, but normally when I have my problems, it's in trying to do the bind. Looks like it might be going through this time. All right, so we flashed the TX now. I got the RX and the TX are flashed. Got a solid light on the FTDI. Got a solid light there. I'm going to leave the firmware flasher and try connect. Okay, so I'm going to hit connect. And bind data received. I got a solid tone. This is not the way. I don't believe this. I don't know what's going on. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Bind data received. Now is when I need my help. I don't see anything in the manual about this or where to go next. So obviously, I went just for fun. I went to the signal, got a bad signal. Went to RX. Of course, there's no RX hooked up. That's not going to be anywhere. Best thing for me to do right now is to disconnect and shut it down and hopefully get some help. I did the disconnect and you can see what that's doing. The port's closed, so I'm just going to turn it off.